All right. All right. Good morning, everybody. Today is Daf Tzadi Maseches Gittin. Last Daf. Don't forget tomorrow. Mitzvah Shem will start. Bezos Hashem will start Kedushin. So Zok the mission top. Last mission the parak of the Masech. But Beis Shammai Yomrim Li Gorish Adam Es Ishto Elim Kain Matzah Ba'Erev Davar. So Beis Shammai says the person should not go ahead and divorce his wife only if he finds a matter of erva. In other words, only if she has been unfaithful. Arayas Shinamar, as the pasuk says, Ki Matzah Ba'Erevas Davar. Right? If you look at the pasuk, it says, right? Right. So one part says if she does not find favor in his eyes, Ki Matzah Ba'Erevas Davar. Right? He found the Matzah Erevas Davar. So Beis Shammai learns it that that's the only reason a person can go ahead and divorce his wife is if Ki Matzah Ba'Erevas Davar. So Loimrim Afilu. Even if she went ahead and she overcooked, right? She burnt his right. She burnt his meal. She says ki matzah ba'eres davar. Because it says matzah ba'eres davar, any matter, even if she does anything wrong, he can go ahead and divorce her. Rabbi Kiva Imer, afilu bat acheres nohemena. Even she did nothing wrong. He just found a better one. Right? It says, if she does not find favor in his eyes because someone else has found more favor. So there's a three-way machlekes, Beis Shammai, Beis Hillel, and Rabbi Kiva. Zok the Gemara Tanya, we learn in the Brayso Amru Beis Hillel Beis Shammai. The halak for the pasuk says, Dovar. It says any matter. So it should be any matter, not just if she was a rayas, right? But any matter, he can go ahead and divorce her. Samalam Beis Shammai. So Beis Shammai returns. It says, "I v'aloi nemar ervos." It says ervos. Right? Samalam Beis Hillel im nemar ervos v'aloi nemar davar. If it said ervos and then said the word davar, hayisiyamer, or said mishum erva teitzei, mishum davar le teitzei. I would have just said because only if an erva you can go ahead and divorce her, but not if she did something else wrong. The kach lemar therefore it says davar. It says davar to say any sort of matter that she does wrong, you can go ahead and divorce her. If it just said any matter but didn't say erva, only if, let's say he divorced, right? He divorced her, she can go ahead and marry somebody else. But if he divorced her for erva, then she cannot get married. Therefore it says erva's davar. It's both the same. There are not levels of restrictions on getting remarried, if depending on for the reason of the divorce. Beis Shammai, hi Davar. So what do they do with Davar? Davar. It says the word over here. Davar. It says over there Davar. Davar. Right, by 2 or 3 witnesses, shall you go ahead and establish the matter? Just like over there's 2 witnesses. So to over here, it's 2 witnesses. Now there has to be 2 witnesses to the arise in order to go ahead and then she was mizana. Therefore, only then can he divorce her. Beis Hillel, mikasiv erva b'davar. It doesn't say erva b'davar. Beis Shammai, mikasiv o erva o davar. It's not 2 different things. It doesn't say o. Beis Hillel lahachi kasiv ervas. Therefore, it says ervas davar. The mashmachi. Beis Hillel say no. It says ervas davar means because either reason, either she was mamish mizana, she committed, let's say, adultery, right, or matters of arayas, or the other matter that she did wrong, he can go ahead and divorce her. Right, you can go ahead and divorce her. Fine. Rabbi Kiva Imer afilu matzah acher. So Rabbi Kiva says even if she did nothing wrong, he just found somebody else. So b'mai kamifli, what's the machlokes there? Bid Reish Lakish, right? That which Reish Lakish says, Amar Reish Lakish, ki when the Torah uses the word ki, shamish bedal l'shanis. We have 4 different meanings and usages in the pasuk, right? Right? If. Dilma, perhaps, Ella, right, rather or but, and Daha, and because. So depending how you learn the word ki, so if you look at the pasuk, it says, right, right, if she doesn't find favor in his eyes, ki, matzah ba'erev davar. So it depends how you learn the word ki. So Beis Shammai said, Beis Shammai holds v'haya im leitim tzarchein be'inav ki matzah ba'erev davar, right? The word ki is issued as because, right? She has not found favor in his eyes because of a davar erva, because she has committed adultery, because she's a davar rayas. Right, and because, right, and Rabbi Kiva Savar says no, ki matzah ba'eres davar. So we're kimasvar. Inami, right? Matzah ba'eres davar, right? If, right? So in other words, it's an additional. In other words, there's matzah ba'eres davar, right? Or there's right, or it says, and if he found eres davar, but he could also divorce her before that. So what was the reason before that? He just liked somebody else. So therefore, according to Rabbi Kiva, right. So therefore, that's another reason. So if matzah ba'eres davar is another reason, so the reason before, what was that? He likes somebody else more. He doesn't like doesn't like her. That's it. So Rabbi Kiva says any reason. Beis Shammai says because of that. Then Rabbi Kiva says she has to do something wrong, but it doesn't have to be a matter of a rise. And Amar le Rav Papa le Rava le Matzah ba'eres davar. So Amar le Rav Papa le Rava lo matzah ba lo erva lo davar ma'u. Let's say, right, he didn't find no erva and no other reason. He just wanted to go ahead and divorce her. Ma'u. So Amar le Yigali Rachman Gabi Aynes. It says over there in a case, and then he divorced her. So it says over there by Aynes, a person violates the woman, he has to go ahead and marry her and stay married with her. But Yuchal L'Shachol Kol Yamav, he can't send her away. So Kol Yamav ba'amud v'hichzir, right? So if a person divorces a woman for no reason, so what is he? Does he have to take her back or not? So we find in the case of last page Tzadi. So we find that by a man, he's ma'anes, somebody has to go ahead and stay with her, and if he divorces her, he has to remarry her. Okay, so only over there does the Torah go ahead and say that he has to go ahead, and if he divorces her, he has to take her back. Over here, what he did, even though he wasn't supposed to, there wasn't a reason for him to divorce her, but Lamais, if he divorces her, they are fully divorced, and they can each marry somebody else. And if he wants to go ahead and divorce her, but she's still living in his house, he's still married with her, Mishamto, and then you're having relations, they still live there. Mahu. What is the pasuk Mahu Karyalav? So what do we say about him? So the pasuk says, Al Tachrisha Al Riyacha Rav Who Yaishe Lebet right? Don't have evil right with somebody while they're sitting in your midst. In other words, you shouldn't go ahead and they say he did him dirty, right? In other words, you shouldn't go ahead and planning to do evil to somebody, i.e., divorce her, while she's still living under his roof. In other words, if he's already decided to go ahead and divorce her, then he should immediately divorce her and not let her stick around, for whatever, cheshbonos he has as to the timing of when he's going to go ahead and divorce her. And Tanya, just like their people are particular with their food, so too people are particular with control over their wife, or the way the relationship with their wife is. There's people who you have a bug fall in his cup, right? He throws away the bug and he doesn't drink it. It's roomed. It's nothing. Midas Papus ben Yehuda, right? That person is really particular. That was the midah of Papus ben Yehuda. He used to go ahead when you leave the house, you lock up the door. His wife couldn't go ahead and talk to anybody, not to her relatives, not to the storekeeper, nothing. You would lock her in, so nothing. So such a this was a bad midah, right? And it says that this would lead. This because of people don't have outlets to communicate. This will lead to her being mezana tachta. And there's also people. Let's say a bug falls in his cup. Zarko, he takes out the bug, and he drinks it, right? This is the average person. She's allowed to go ahead and talk to her brothers, to her relatives, and knows that there's normal. Then he leaves her. That the bug fell in his dish, and then he sucks off whatever food was on the bug, and then he eats it. Zohi midas adam ra. That is the midah of adam ra. Sheroes ishta yaitza v'reisha pura. He sees his wife go out. There's her hair uncovered, the type of a shuk, and she's out in the marketplace, spinning wool, right, threading over there, which is not sneas because the strings are in her lap, right? Says over there, right? Pluma mishnei tzedau, and her hair, right? It goes, and she's exposed from both sides. And she bathes with other people, with other men. Why says she bathes with men? Right? She bathes in the same area as other men. And now she's out there. So this is a third level. A person who's not particular at all. Such a case, there's also a midah. And Zo, mitzvah min Torah legarsha, right? In such a case, right, this person would be a mitzvah to send away such a woman. She knows what it says, kimatza ba ervas davar, right? It doesn't just mean that she committed adultery, but even if there's matters of arayas, such as this, then it'll be matzah ba ervas davar. The shalcham be beso b'halcha b'haisa l'shacher, right? So it says there when he finds somebody v'shalcha, right? He says v'shalcha be beso, right? He sends on b'halcha b'haisa l'shacher. Then she goes to somebody else. The Torah says she goes to another man, so it calls him an ish acher. Calls the guy acher. Lomar she'ein zeh ben zugo l'rishon. That the second husband is not like the first husband. Zeh hoitzi rishon mibeso. The first one removes evil from the house. Zeh hichnis rishon l'seich beso. The second husband says, "Oh, she's he divorced her because she was involved in Ervas Davar. Perfect, perfect for a wife." So therefore, the first one or the second one is not like the first one. The first one sent out evil, and the second was that hichnis rishon l'seich beso. And the second one brought in. Oh, we do have enough for Kaddish, right? Okay, fine. What? No, I'm saying if we want to proceed, I'm saying we have 10. Yeah. So we have 10. Right, so no one leave, right? So Zacha Sheni, Zacha Sheni Shalcha. The second one is Zeicha. He'll be also. Then he'll send the Rashi. Namar v'Sana Isha Akron. Right? That she will. The second one also hates her and throws her out. Vim Lav. But if he doesn't go ahead and throw her out, then she will bury him. Shneimar says, right, either he hates her and sends her out, kiyamos haish, right, or the second one dies. The first one sent out wicked out of his house, and the second one brought her in. And says kisane, and says over there kisane shalach, right, for those who are hated are sent away. So two ways learning. Rabbi Yehuda Omer, im sanesa shalach. If you go ahead and hate her, then send her away. Rabbi Yehuda Omer sanu yameshalech, right? And Rabbi Yehuda says, no, the hated one is the one who goes ahead and divorces or sends away his wife. When it comes to the zug rishon, so then he is hated if he goes ahead and sends away his first wife for no reason. However, the Zug Sheni, right, the second one, that was what Rabbi Yehuda was talking about, where it says that if she is hated, now she was already wicked and sent out of the first house, and if she's hated again, he will go ahead and send her away. But the first one, a person should not go ahead and send her away if there was no reason. The Amar, Rabbi Elazar, Rabbi says, Kol hamagarish ishta rishena, whoever goes and divorces his first wife, afilu mizbeach marid aladmas, even the mizbeach sheds tears. Shinamar Zabazik says, v'zais shenis ta'asu, and this you will do. The same timas means Be'ach Hashem, the tears of the Be'ach Hashem, v'chi vanaka vanaka. It will go ahead and cry, and it will woe mein oid parosas a mincha v'lakach l'rusam yedchan. It will no longer take any of the presents from your hands. The kabbanis v'marta alman. You say for what reason? Right? Why is it no longer taking? Aki Hashem heid veincho vein eishes no recha. Because Hashem is his witness between you and your young wife, wife of your youth, and I was your first wife. Shirata Bhakta, which you betrayed her, that she was supposed to be your companion and your wife for life, but he sent her away, so therefore the Mizbeach is crying. So Hadran Lach Hamagarish Basalik Allah Maseches Gittin. We have finished Megarish, mounted it up, so we'll do Hadran Lach Maseches Gittin, Hadran Lach Dait Lach Maseches Gittin, Dait Lach Rodus Sashim Minach Maseches Gittin, Lo Sashim Minon, Lo Bi'am Adim, Lo Bi'am Dios, Hadran Allah Maseches Gittin, Hadran Lach Dait Allah Maseches Gittin, Dait Lach Rodus Sashim Minach Maseches Gittin, Lo Sashim Minon, Lo Bi'am Adim, Lo Bi'am Dios. Hadran Lach Maseches Gittin, Hadran Lach Dait Allah Maseches Gittin, Dait Lach Lo Sashim Minach Maseches Gittin, Lo Sashim Minon, Lo Bi'am Adim, Lo Bi'am Dios. Year Atzov Fnecho Adonai Yelena Be'Yosenu. Sheita Hey Sarasach Woman Hossein Be'Olam Hazev Imanu Le'Olam Haba Chanin Rapapa Rami Rapapa Nachman Rapapa Acha Rapapa Abba Mari Rapapa Rachma Rapapa Rachish Rapapa Surcha Rapapa Ada Rapapa Dor Rapapa Harab Nanenu Esivei Sarasach Bafina V'Yos Amcho Be'Yisrael V'Niyah Kulanu Anacham B'Tzeina Amcho Be'Yisrael Kulanu Yidei Shemechel V'Nei Sarasach Lishma Ma'avai Tachmeini B'Sarasach Kilam Hili V'Semi Kacha L'man Lo Eva Shalom Lo Eshkach B'Gudecha Kivam Achisani Baruch Atah Adonai L'Nefecha Amen Amen Amen. Celebrate. Adim Anachnu L'Fenecha Adonai Eloheinu V'Yavosenu. Shesandach Halkeinu V'Yoshe Beis Hamedrash V'Lo Yisandach Halkeinu V'Yoshe Kronos Shana Mashkin Be'em Mashkin Anu Mashkin L'Devrei Torah V'Hem Mashkin L'Devrei B'Telem אנו מן בהמה מן אנו מן מסחר בהמה מן ואין מקבל מסחר אנו רצים בהמה רצים אנו רצים לחיים לבא והם רצים לבאר שחר שנאמר ואתה להם תורדין לבאר שחר אנשי דמים ומירה לא יחסו ימיהם ואני אפתח בך יהי רצון לפניך אדוני אלוהי כשם שעשנו לסיים מסכת גיטין קיין תעזרנו להשכיל מסכת לבשר מאחרי לסיים ללמוד ולמד לשמור לעשות וקיים אס כל דברי סלמוד תורסך ביבו זכוס כל תנאי במראים למדי חכמים יעמוד לי בזרי שלו סבא שתורם פי ופי זרי עד עולם סקיים בי זרח תנך אויסך בשח בחג תשמר לך בקיצייס היית שיחך כי בי ירבו ימך ויוסיף לך שנות חיים אורך ימים דבינה בסבול אוישה בכבוד ענאיוס המייתן ענאי ברכת שלום. Does anyone want to do the Kaddish? Anybody? Kaddish? You sing it. No, you do.
Grazie schnell gemacht. Die das Vertrag der Feier Feier Laskale ja von der Feier mal die Karte die schon das Schafnala die Khala der Gaba mehr Kaba Khala Lufa min Ara da Khala die Schmal auf der nicht für gut was der Rekord bei كل Feier von dieser aber ich mal gerade in Bonn ich mag die Wahl von der Seite. Ich habe gesagt, dass wir geschaut haben. Und alle haben gesagt, dass wir haben gemacht. Wir haben